Boom! What's up, everyone? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. I've been doing this for over 15 years, folks. Began my career working at a hedge fund in New York City, my very first job out of college, and then 2008 happened. And what was that? The greatest recession, the greatest stock market crash that most of you have ever lived through. But that also happened to be the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, fast forward, I am the head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading moderators and an over 20-person staff, we have helped thousands of traders and investors from all over the world learn to trade and profit consistently. TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online trading education platform that combines university level trading and investing educational courses with premium stock market tools, workshops, and mentorship on stocks, options, futures, crypto, you name it, all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, even long-term investing here at TTG, folks. We take that university level of education and we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth well over $5,000 a year. We give you access to over 10,000 of the most educative, supportive, helpful, and successful community of traders and investors out there. And of course, all of our real-time alerts from a group of professional traders that have been sporting around an 80% cumulative win rate for the last 2 years. We're a family at True Trading Group, and we leave no trader behind. If you are new to the TTD YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe right now. I do these live streams 6 nights a week. I drop free lessons, golden nuggets of information and trade analysis that can help you guys become better traders and investors immediately. Smash that like button, share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, let's empower, let's educate as many retail traders as we possibly can. So for all of you that are new and that are just joining us, welcome. Guys, it's unprecedented what's going on in this market right now as the jobs market just continues to remain strong. All right. You got jobs data that came out the other day. You got, more information that came out today about, you got your ADP employment numbers that came out today. You had job openings that came out yesterday. You had consumer confidence numbers that came out yesterday. And now you have even more non-farm payroll, even more important employment data that comes out later this week on Friday. We live in a little bit of a twilight zone right now where good economic data is actually seen as a negative. That's why the markets have gone down since you had really strong jobs data, because you still have the tightest labor market that we've had in 50 years. Unemployment's at 3.5%. Okay. Unemployment is literally sitting down at 3.5%. Friday is going to be a huge day. Okay. The stock market is going to be listening to that non-farm payroll number like a hawk. All right. You're going to be listening into that information because people want to know, is the labor market finally going to start to soften? Right? You still have 2 open jobs for every 1 person looking for a job, but you got some announcements today. You got Bed Bath & Beyond are laying off 20% of their workforce. Snap is laying off 20% of their workforce. As you're getting more and more and more layoffs that you're seeing come from some of these companies, and you're going to see more of it. The jobs market, it's going to soften up. It has to soften up. It needs to soften up in order to help bring inflation down. This is an example where you actually have investors, oddly enough, want to see worse economic data, because if the labor market can cool off just a little bit, that would help the Fed fight inflation. The problem that you have is that because the jobs market is so damn tight, it's caused wage inflation. So the wages that people are earning to do the same job as they would have done last year, they're earning a lot more money to do the exact same job. And that is helping to push inflation higher, right? So we want to see the labor market soften. Everyone's like, oh, well, yeah, but you're going to get layoffs are coming. Layoffs are coming. Layoffs are already here. They're already happening. They're going to continue to happen over the next several months, but it's necessary in order to bring down inflation. You're going to start to see examples where a softer jobs number is actually going to help the market move higher. So we're going to be really paying attention to this number that's going to be coming out on Friday, because so far the unemployment numbers that you got between the job openings and the ADP employment number, which also saw wages go up by about 7 or 8% when the ADP number also came out. That's where people are going to want to start to look at. That's why you saw the markets actually go down after you got better than expected job numbers. Consumer confidence was still high. and you also had more job openings than what people were initially expecting. And the markets actually went down because of that. Now, if you were to go back 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and you were to get that piece of economic data come out, the markets most likely move higher. Not in this environment. In this environment, the number one focus is inflation and what the Federal Reserve is going to need to do in order to bring inflation down. That is the focus of the market. That is all that they care about right now. And they actually want to start to see job numbers soften. So Friday is going to be a big day. All right. And you're going to be going into a holiday weekend. Okay. Typically this week is one of the slowest weeks of the year from like a trading liquidity standpoint, because it's the week before Labor Day. But with as important of a number as you're going to be getting on Friday, that could dictate what the market's going to do going into September. Now, September is historically one of the weakest months of the year. So I'm expecting volatility in September. What does that mean? Volatility equals opportunity. This has already been the most volatility-filled year that I can remember, because usually the volatility will not last an entire year. But we've been volatile since literally day one in January, first trading day of the year, right up until we're at here now today. And again, it proves it again today. Today, markets continue to trade lower. Okay, markets continue to trade lower. You've got these small caps still going crazy, these IPO stocks. ATXG, is that even a real print? Did ATXG just touch $2,000? ATXG, this is a IP. Guys, I'm going to pull this chart up right now so you can get an idea of the chaos that is happening in this market right now as we speak. ATXG, right out of that halt, this stock was halted going into the closing bell, and it is now up 3,000%. 3,000%. This is what you're starting to see. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is the most volatile market that we've ever seen. Okay, now I didn't trade ATXG today. I traded Pinduoduo. It was a beautiful trade today inside of chat. That's where I made my money today. Made some money on NUWE. Also made really good money on Pinduoduo. And our members are capitalizing in this volatile environment. They are making money. They are becoming better traders, and that is what matters. Okay, guys, here, watch this. Actually, my members, my TeachD fam, if you guys are members and you're on this live stream right now and you're part of True Trading Group, I want to know right now, are you making money? Are you becoming better traders even in this volatile environment? The stock market's going down. People are freaking out. Your friends, your family, your coworkers are probably panicking because they see their 401k going down, but yet you're actually making money. If that's the case, I want you to type the $ in chat right now. Now, anyone that's not a member of True Trading Group, and you can't even figure out or comprehend how anyone could be making money while the stock market's going down, just pay attention to how many people are about to type the $ in chat here right now. Just take a look. All these people that are typing the $, these are people that are no different than you. They found True Trading Group the exact same way that you did, okay? The exact same way that you did. And that's right here on one of these live streams, guys. That's right here on one of these live streams. Now, there's no difference between these people and you, right? There's no difference between them and you. They have the same excuses. They have the same hurdles, same obstacles, same complaints. Full-time job. I don't know if I have enough time to do this. Oh, I've got a small account. I don't have enough money to do this. I've lost money in the market before. I have no experience whatsoever. I don't know if I can do this. This might not be for me. But yet now here they are typing the $. Now, there's nothing special about these people. I love them all to death. There's nothing special about these people. I love them to death. But they can do it. So can you. They can do it. So can you. We also have a very special guest here today, guys. We have a very special guest here today on the live stream. I'm very excited for you all to actually hear from her, because I think her story is extremely, extremely, extremely important and relative to a lot of people that are on this live stream. All right. There's a lot of people that have been on that I think are watching this stream right now that are probably in a very similar situation that this woman found herself in. And I can't wait for you guys to kind of hear her story. So I'm going to get into that just a little bit later, but I did want to let you guys all know that we do have a very special guest here with us today. All right. So guys, the opportunity that's in this market, I keep telling you this every single day. Okay. Every single day I come on these live streams, and every single day I tell you about the opportunity that exists in this market. And every single day I come on here and I explain to you that you guys need to be learning how to get involved, be able to take advantage of this opportunity, because this volatility that you're seeing in the market is not normal. Normally, the S&P goes up 9 to 11% a year. Normally, it doesn't go up 26% one year and then down 26% the next year. This volatility is something that's providing active traders with immense opportunity. You have a lot of members into your trading group that are having the best trading years that they've actually ever had in their lives. Because maybe if you guys are hitting milestones here inside a True Trading Group and you guys are members, maybe you can just comment in chat and kind of tell me what it is. What milestones have you hit? Have you had your biggest days, your biggest weeks, your biggest months? Are you having your biggest year? I'd love to hear about it, because that's a type of environment that we find ourselves in. And it's not just from an active trading standpoint, it's long-term portfolio too. Everybody, I get so frustrated when people say to me, oh, well, the stock market's down, therefore it's not a good time to be buying stocks. That is complete garbage. When the stock market's at all-time highs, that's when it's not a good time to be buying stocks, because when the stock market goes down, when you have bear markets, you don't have bear markets all the time. A bear market is when the S&P goes down more than 20% in a single year. That doesn't happen very often. Right? The average return per year is 9 to 11% up. That's the average since the inception of the S&P. So it's not very often that you get opportunities where stock prices go down 40, 50, 60% in a single year. It doesn't happen very often. But those are the times when you need to be able to take advantage. You take a look at every single time the stock market's gone down more than 20% in history. You go back, I don't care, go back literally 50, 60, 70 years. Every single time the S&P has gone down more than 20% in a single year, it was a buying opportunity. Even if you bought down 21%, and even if the markets ended up going down 35, 40%, even if you were super early to putting your money into the market when you were down over 20%, within 1-2 years later, you're up money. And that's even if you go back to 2008. From 2007 to 2009, the S&P went down 55%. Even if you invested down 25% and you were half of the way early, by 2010, you were up money. And that's the worst stock market crash that any of you have ever lived through. That was the Great Recession, the worst recession that this country's ever seen, worst recession that this country's ever seen. But yet, even that proved to be a phenomenal buying opportunity, even if you were early. You selfishly want stocks to go down so you can buy them at cheaper prices. Because I'm going to look back 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, and I'm going to say, man, I'm damn glad that I put money into the markets in 2022. And for people that missed getting money into the markets down at like 360 on the SPY or 3,600, like I put money into the markets. I'll show you guys, just we'll put up on my screen right now. Right there on June 17th, I got money into the market right there. And it just so happened it turned out so far, that's the low of the year. Is that going to stay the low of the year? I still do think that that's going to be the low of the year. We're going to see what happens, though, when you get inflation data that comes out in a couple of weeks, and then you're going to have the Federal Reserve's Fed meeting. They're going to be coming out in a couple of weeks. You got a lot of stuff happening in September. I think September is going to be an absolutely knock your socks off type of month. August has already been a huge month for us in True Trading Group. I think September is going to be even bigger. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like it's been such a big year so far already, but I think that the best trades I actually think are still ahead of us. I really do, because you have so much happening. You're going to have a lot of the recession talk. You're going to have earnings estimates are going to be revised. The Fed's going to continue to raise rates. You're going to get more inflation data that's going to be coming out. The jobs market should start to soften up a little bit. And what does that mean then for the soft landing? Or are we talking about more of a recession? Like, these are the things that the market's going to be trying to figure out over the next 30 to 60 days. I think it's going to provide us with just huge opportunities from a trading standpoint. But also I expect a lot more opportunities from a long-term portfolio perspective, where I still have cash on the sideline and I'm getting that cash. So I'm putting it to work, guys. Within the next 30 to 60 days, the rest of the cash that I have on the sidelines, it's going into this market. My TC members, you will know exactly what stocks that it's going into. I'm going to add to some of the stocks that I bought on June 17th, but I've got a couple of other stocks that I'm going to be buying for the very first time. Some stocks I already own that I'm going to add to, but other stocks that I'm going to be buying for the very first time. So my TC family will let you guys know exactly what those stocks are when that time comes, but that is the environment that you're in. Opportunity from a day trading, swing trading perspective. Guys, learn how to trade in this environment. This is the environment where traders want to learn, not when everything just goes straight up. Because when everything goes straight up, you get away with mistakes when everything just goes straight up. You need to learn patience, and you need to learn discipline, and you need to learn risk management in a market like this. And those are the three characteristics that no matter what your trading style is or what your investing style is, you need those three characteristics in order for you to become consistently profitable over time. That's everybody's goal. right? Your goal is not to just join and watch other people make money. Your goal is to join for you to make money, not just in 1 month, not just for 1 week. You want to make money consistently, year over year over year, so you can reach financial goals that you never thought were possible. In order to do that, I'm telling you, as someone that's done this professionally on Wall Street, received the Trader of the Year award, has been doing this now for 16 years, if you do not have patience, discipline, or risk management, you're not going to be consistently profitable. Sure, you'll have maybe a big week or a big month here and there, but you're never going to be able to pull money out of the markets consistently on a month-to-month, year-to-year basis. Those are the characteristics that you build in this environment so that when the markets do revert back to the mean, which is a 9 to 11% gain per year, you're a robot. You're a emotionless sniper trading robot. And that is how you guys will be able to maximize your true potential. That's exactly the characteristics that allowed me to profit from Pinduoduo today. That was my big winner today. PDD was a great trade today, but it required patience, it required discipline, and it required risk management. I bought that stock at 10:30 this morning. I sold it at like 3:55 in the afternoon. That's pretty typical on our day trades. We're not scalpers in True Trading Group. We're not in and out within seconds or minutes. My day trades, our day trades between myself and the other professional traders in True Trading Group, because remember, there's 9 other moderators in TTG. It's not just myself. Our day trades usually last a few hours, and then we also swing trade. Every day in True Trading Group, you're going to get day trades and you're going to get swing trades. All right? So that's where we're at right now. Right? That's where we're at right now. And I'm just excited for what's to come. I think that the jobs number on Friday is going to be huge. I expect to see that number soften a bit. The ADP number softened. Okay, we only added 132,000 jobs according to the ADP employment report. Now, it was expected to actually be closer to like 200,000. Okay, but we only added 132,000. Now, we're still adding jobs, right? But we're adding them at a slower pace. Now you're starting to see more companies are laying people off. More companies are slowing their hiring. That should continue going into the end of the year, which should help bring down inflation. But you're starting from the tightest, strongest job market that you've had in the last 50 years. That's a positive. That's why people that are bullish on the market are leaning on the fact that the labor market is as tight, as strong as it has ever been. And that provides a cushion that shields the economy from a bad recession that the Fed is trying to avoid by getting a handle on inflation right now, by not letting inflation run wild. This is not the time to hoard cash underneath your mattress. You're in the tightest labor market that you've ever seen. And I've never in my entire life, actually, and I talked about this yesterday on the live stream, I've never in my life seen a bear market, and I'm 37 years old, and there might be some people on this live stream that are in their 60s and have been doing this a lot longer than I have. So feel free to comment if you've ever seen it. I've never in my life seen a bear market where unemployment actually went down. I've never seen that. In June, bear market, we went down more than 20%, but unemployment went from 3.6 to 3.5. Never in my life have I seen that. Never in my life have I seen a technical recession, which is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth, with unemployment going down and unemployment being at a 5-decade low. I've never seen that. Has any of you ever seen that? These truly are unprecedented times. But that's what I need you to think about, because previously in history, when the market has gone down 20, 30, 35%, people were unemployed. People were too scared or did not have the means to take advantage of those opportunities. That is not the case this time around. I've never seen this before. Take advantage of it, because I'm confident, my opinion, you're going to look back a year, 2 years from now, and if you sat on the sidelines waiting for the world to end, like you're going to read on different media outlets about this economic apocalypse that you're going to see, because that's what media does. Media will play into your fear just to get your clicks and to get your views, because that's how they make money. They don't make money by giving you sound advice. They make money by just getting your views and your attention. So they're going to put things out there just to get your attention. But how has that worked for you so far in the past? How has the media talking about the meme stocks, how did that work for you? Or how about when the zombie apocalypse was happening in 2020 and the whole world was going to end because of COVID? How did that work out for you? Was anything that you read during those times, did any of it help you make better financial decisions for you and your family? Or was it literally the exact opposite? Because March and April, when the COVID crash happened, that was the greatest wealth building opportunity that I've seen in my entire life. This is the second one. And I was on this live stream in March and April of 2020, screaming from the top of my lungs that I'm going all in, that this is a buying opportunity. And that's what I did. I went all in March and April. And it was the best investment decision I've ever made in my entire life. You guys see what the charts look like, right? You guys at least see what happened in 2020 and see what happened then in 2021. Let's map out this live stream. All right, let's go over what we're going to talk about here today. All right, let's map this out. What are we going to go over here today, guys, on this live? All right, what we're going to be talking about here, guys, on the live is I got a very special guest. Okay, I have a special guest that we're going to bring on the live stream. Okay, and then we're going to do a Q&A also. We're going to allow for some time for people to log on and join the live stream. But I do have a special guest that has a story to tell that I think a lot of you can relate to. And I want to really go over that. Then we're going to cover some very important lessons on risk management and proper stop loss placement. How many people on this live stream struggle with stop loss placement? Like you put your stop loss, it gets triggered, and then the stock rips higher without you. And you're like, these evil market makers, they always stop me out and then they take the stock higher without me. That's not what's happening. There's not a horde of evil market makers that are just so angry at you for being alive that they want to stop out your 100 share position and then rip $1 billion market in a stock higher. That's not what's happening. It's just that your stop loss is in the wrong place. Okay. I see people on social media that talk about like, oh yeah, the market makers, they hunted my stop loss. They didn't hunt your 100 share position. Trust me, they don't care about your 100 share position just to go down and stop you out. All that is someone that doesn't understand that it's making an excuse for poor stop loss placement. I'm going to give you a lesson here today on this live stream that's going to help you put your stop losses in the correct place, because proper stop loss placement was a major factor in my trade today on how I made money on ticker symbol PDD. That's Pinduoduo. So we're going to break that down. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to give away $1,000 on this live stream right here, live, to one lucky TTG member. All right. So let's roll things on over here, guys. Let's begin. Let's continue on with our live stream. All right, let's continue on with our stream. I would like to, at this time, and I'm not sure, hold on one second. Let's see if we are ready here. Oh. All right, looks like the secret is out. Okay. I don't know how you guys do this. It looks like the secret's out. I guess the secret's out because, yes, we do have some laptops tonight. We sold out of them on the live stream yesterday, and then we switched to Kindles. So we only had 8 laptops yesterday. We sold out of them. Then we had Kindles available. We were able to, some people were able to claim some Kindles last night, but we were able to get 18 more Kindles, but Jules just signed up, which means now there's 17 Kindles. I don't know how you guys do this. I guess the secret's out. Listen, before we go any further, okay, the secret's out. So we had 17 of them left. So 17 laptops now remain. We were able to get 18 more. We had some yesterday. We sold out. We got 18 more. But so now we have 17 left. So Jules, you got to turn your mic on, Adam.
Yeah, that was super confusing. Sorry. We had 8 laptops on the stream yesterday. Right. Luciano actually was able to find 18 more today. So we still have some Kindles left, but we put those Kindles aside. We're not going to offer them tonight because we don't need to offer them if we have laptops. So we have 18 laptops, now 17 because somebody just signed up. I'll let you get to that. So there are 17 laptops tonight, not Kindles.
Okay. Right. Why did I say we have 17 Kindles?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, yeah, we have 17 laptops. So my mistake if I said Kindles there. Okay, so we do have 17 laptops. I mean, listen, before go any further, we got to bring our special guest on. But before I go any further, and just give me 3 to 5 minutes here, because I want everybody to have a fair shot at this. Now that the cat's out of the bag here, Jules, everyone welcome Jules to the family. Okay. The price was supposed to go up there at midnight last night, and we've been very consistent with moving the price up. But we decided to leave it at 1150 for just one more night here. August has been a huge month. August has been a huge month for new signups. Our Labor Day sale has begun. That 1150 price point is available tonight until midnight. Then it's going to move up to 1175 tomorrow, and then Friday at midnight until Monday at midnight, the price will be 1200, and then Monday at midnight, the price will then jump to 1350, which is still 38% off our normal price of $2,212. And then with over $5,000 of premium tools that you get included for free, it's an absolute no-brainer, even at the 1350 price point. So please do not mistake our kindness for weakness, folks. We're trying to help you take advantage of what I think is going to be an absolutely crucial, action-packed, knock your socks off, blow your hair back next couple months in this overall market, while we figure out, has inflation, in fact, started to come down at the speed of which the Fed wants it to? And are we going to orchestrate that soft landing, or is there a little bit more volatility still left ahead? I want you guys to take advantage of it and not try to trade through this environment on your own. Remember, this is the kind of environment that I learned in. I learned in 2007 and 2008 when the stock markets were crashing, when you had a recession. That's when I received the Trader of the Year award. Okay, I've been through this environment before. We've excelled in it. We've thrived in it. And now we find ourselves in a bear market here yet again, and we are capitalizing on it here yet again. I don't want you to be a victim and be prisoner to your 401k and just like, oh man, my 401k is going down. Stop. Make money on the way down, then take that money and then add it into the long-term portfolio so you guys can build wealth for you and your family for years to come. So tonight's going to be the last night that we're going to be at the 1150 price point. You can go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. That gets you a 48% discount. When you go to ttgoffer.com, you have to manually enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop down to the 1150. And the next 17 people to do so will get themselves a brand new free laptop. That's going to be either an Asus, Acer, Dell, HP, or Lenovo brand laptop. It's totally free. We even cover the shipping costs. We ship anywhere in the world. As long as you live on planet Earth, we're going to get you that brand new free laptop. You don't have to enter your address to get the laptop when you sign up. You're going to get a welcome email. In the welcome email will be instructions how to claim the free laptop. All right. So as long as you go to ttgoffer.com, if you see a laptop inside of your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're getting a free one. There's 17 of them. Jules grabbed one, right? You're a smart one, Jules. All right. 17 of them now remain. So again, tonight's the last night for the 1150 price point. Okay. So go to ttgoffer.com. You'll get the 48% discount after entering the code TTG121. TTG is like the Netflix of trading communities, guys. You pay the one price, $11.50 for the whole year. There's no upsells for courses. There's no upsells for tools. You pay that one price, you get access to all the tools and courses that we have. Speaking of which, Joe, if you don't mind, can you actually post up the link in chat, maybe with our syllabus, so everybody can see? Guys, we're going to post a link in chat right now that will show you all of the courses that you're going to get access to when you join for just the $11.50. It's a simplified version of what I learned when I worked at the hedge fund in New York. I had to go through a 3-month training program before they let me touch $1 of their money. We've simplified that. We've expanded on it. And that is the TTG curriculum that you are all going to have access to. And then on top of that, you've got $5,000 worth of premium trading tools. Okay, you got $5,000 worth of premium trading tools that are from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, Trade Ideas. These are all accessible on your member dashboard, and they would cost you about $5,000 a year if you went to those companies on your own. We've spent years building relationships with those companies so that you do not need to pay for those tools. That's how we level the playing field. That's the advantage of the TTG platform. You're going to get access to the education and the tools that professional traders use to make better decisions to increase their chances of success. That's how we level the playing field for you. You having a Robinhood account and just going on Reddit, that's not an even playing field. We're going to level that playing field for you here inside of True Trading Group. Also, the new member Head Start Workshop, it is finally here, okay, hosted by yours truly. We're going to help you find your trader identity, okay? In the month of September, I'm going to be hosting a live workshop for all of our new members to help you find your trader identity. You're going to discover, what does that mean? Discover what trading and investing strategies and styles work for you. Okay. There's a lot of different styles of trading. The styles of trading that are going to work best for you are going to be based on two factors: your personality traits and your lifestyle, meaning your work. How much time do you have to sit in front of a computer, if any at all? That will determine what type of trading style that you are going to implement. I'm going to help you discover which is best for you. And you're going to learn about current trading mistakes that most beginners make so you can avoid them, so you don't have to start off your trading journey in a hole, which so many traders do because they think they can do this on their own. They lose a bunch of money. Then by the time they actually learn what they're doing, they got to climb themselves out of a hole. We're not going to do that. The point of this Head Start workshop is so that you can get started on the right path right from the get-go. Don't veer off the road and get a flat tire and then have to get back on. We're going to start you on the right path immediately. I'm also going to give you real guidance on how to grow a small account from $500 to $25K. There's a lot of people that think that, oh, I only have a couple $100. I can't do it. This isn't for me. Wrong. An overwhelming amount of members in True Trading Group have started with just a couple $100 in their account, and they've grown that to 4-figure and even 5-figure accounts. Okay. How many, let me actually just ask for, since we're on this live stream, members, if you are a member of True Trading Group, how many of you started with less than $1,000 in your account when you joined and now you guys are making money? Just tell me what you started with in your account. Like if you started with less than $1,000, just comment in chat. What did you start with? Where are you at now today? Just so the people that are out there that think, oh man, I only have $300. I can't do this. This isn't for me. I don't want those people to miss out on these opportunities. So if they hear it directly from you, who has lived it, done it, breathed it, you did it yourself, I think that would be helpful for those people to see that. So if you guys, again, if you started with less than $1,000 when you joined TTG, comment in chat, tell me what you guys started with. All right. So anyone that signs up here tonight before midnight, you guys are going to get access to, totally for free, you're going to get access to my Head Start workshop. Okay. Is there an upsell afterwards? Asked Cheeto Diaz. There are no upsells for courses and tools ever. Now we have things in True Trading Group that are extra, that are not required, but our courses and our tools there's no upsells for them. You're going to get access to every single course we have and every single tool that we have. The Benzinga news feed, okay, all of our simulator, all of our scanners, our analyst ratings, okay, our dark pool data. You're going to get access to every single tool that we have. No upsells for that stuff. We do have other things that cost more money, but not courses, not tools. That stuff is always included for your $11.50. You pay the $11.50, you get access to all of that. All right. The price you pay today is also the price that you guys pay for life. Don't forget that. So you pay $11.50 today. Next year, when it comes time for your membership to renew, you'll also only pay $11.50. Doesn't matter if our membership's $2,500 next year, you'll only pay the $11.50. Why is that important? Because we have a retention rate of 78% in True Trading Group. I mean, 78% of our members are renewing their membership. So I'm pretty confident you're going to want to renew yours as well. All right. So included with that $11.50, guys, you get all of that stuff. All of our alerts from myself and the mods. We support a collective win rate of around 80% for the last 2 years. Access to around 10,000 of the best damn community of traders that you guys have ever seen that all are willing to help and learn, trade, and profit together. And then, of course, also our double your money back guarantee. Let me not forget about that. It's very real. I don't think you're going to need it, but it's real. It's there to kind of give you peace of mind. I didn't stutter. I'm actually serious. We have a double your money back guarantee. All right, you guys, it's very simple. You have 12 months. Join TTG. You have 12 months. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend the study group. If you do those 3 things and don't ever make your $11.50 membership fee back at least once during your membership, I'm going to give you $2,300. That's the deal. You pay the $11.50. You don't make it back at least once, I'm going to give you double. I'm going to give you back $2,300. That's how confident I am in our ability to help you guys become successful. Nobody else is willing to do that for you. We are, because, again, I don't think you're going to need it, because we've only had to refund 2.5% of our users since 2016. That's 2.5% roughly of our users we've had to give that refund to. But it's real. It's there if you want it, but I don't think you're going to need it. Right? You're joining TTG not to get your money back. You're joining TTG to make money, gain the access to the knowledge and the resources and the tools that you need that's going to help you make better decisions, right? That's exactly what we're going to provide to you with that double your money back guarantee to back it up. All right. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot, 1,700 reviews based on what members tell us, the reviews they leave, the refund rate and our retention rate. I can very confidently sit here and tell you that TTG has worked for thousands of people. And if you're willing to put forth a little effort, I think it can work for you as well. everything you see on that checkout page when you go to ttgoffer.com. That's everything you get for the 1150. There's no upsells for that stuff. It's all included. Just enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. As long as you see a laptop, you're going to get a free one. There's 17 of them left. You don't have to pay for shipping. We cover it. You don't have to enter your address either. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that free laptop after you guys join. Okay, so remember, there's 17 of them left. If you have any questions about the TTG membership whatsoever, do not hesitate. Send a text message. Do not call this phone number. It is a text message only phone number. Okay, but send a text message, okay, to 786-505-4049. Again, that phone number is 786-505-4049. The phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. Do not hesitate. Send a text message to 786-505-4049 if you have any questions about this membership whatsoever. Even if you're having a hard time signing up, the coupon code's not working for you, whatever it is, don't hesitate. You send a text message to that phone number right now. All right. Everybody get it? Got it? Good. Also, if you're a trial member, a previous trial member, or a previous member, annual member that is, you also send a text message to that phone number if you want to take advantage of this discounted price before the price goes up at midnight. So it's $11.50 for tonight. Tomorrow it's $11.75. And then it'll be $1,200 on Friday. And then we are going to be talking about $13.50 on Labor Day at midnight. So the price is not going to be cheaper on Labor Day. In fact, on Labor Day at midnight, the price is going to go to $13.50. Save yourself the $200. Grab it now for just the $11.50. All right. Sorry about the early sales pitch, guys. Like I said, but I did want to make sure that everybody has a fair shot at this, because whenever we do have laptops, they seem to go pretty quickly. Everybody loves them a free laptop. Everybody loves them a free laptop. All right. All right, guys. So there we have it. All right. So let's keep rolling things on over here. Let's get to some important stuff here. All right, I want to start with our special guest. And I think to help introduce our special guest, I think we're going to have my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. Yeah, we know him. The TT fam knows him as Shug. But you all that are not members of True Trading Group, you can call him Adam. He's my business partner and co-founder of TTG, and he's going to help me bring on our very special guest here today. Adam, are you coming on to... There he is.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? What's going on? So tell me, who do we have coming on here today? I'm excited for this.
We got a very special guest, man. This woman has been a member for just about a little over a year, about a year and a month.
Okay.
They came into True Trading Group at a pretty severe, down quite a bit of money, and basically worked their butt off for the past. I would say about a year and a month, year and 2 months, and, wanted to quit several times and ultimately turned it around. She spoke in front of, I don't know, like 350 people last night in STR. And apparently it was like amazing. So I begged and pleaded if she would come on here.
Awesome. I can't wait.
And share it with more people. So without further, and she doesn't have a camera on her computer. So we do have her on voice though. Her name is, please welcome Jennifer. Jennifer, what's going on? Hello? Hang on. Oh, so anticlimactic.
Please welcome Jennifer. Not yet. Almost.
1 second.
Hello.
Hey, can you hear her, Mike?
Yeah, but there's an echo.
Ah, I see. Hang on 1 second. There's a red cross on the mic. Maybe click it. Oh, and you're on your computer, yeah? Refresh the stream. One second. Does it ask you for permission for the microphone? Grant it. Say yes. Did you do it? Oh, so maybe your mic is off. That's okay. I'll put you on speaker and I will talk to you and Mike will mute himself so there's no echo. Does that work?
Okay. Hello?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead and mute yours on your end, please. Just about there, guys. All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right, guys, welcome Jennifer. Welcome, Jennifer. Can everyone hear her okay?
Yeah, tell her just to speak so we can see if I can hear her right.
Yes, I can hear you, Mike.
Okay. Yeah, she's a little low, Adam. I don't know if you can turn up the volume.
Let me try.
Better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, it's better.
All right. All right. All right. So Jennifer, maybe give a little bit of a background on who you are, how long you've been with True Trading Group. You know, basically, kind of go into some of the stuff you talked about last night.
I've been a member since July 24th. I did not know what kind of trader I was.
That's July 24th, 2021.
2020, yeah. July 24th, 21. So a little over a year. And I came from a Discord group, and I lost a lot of money there. And I was looking for some kind of educational program, and I found Mike on YouTube.
Hey, yo.
And I struggled here and there. And then in October, I ended up hitting a pretty good lick and thought I knew everything. And then November, December, January, February, March was just badly red. While Mike was screaming from the rooftops that he's selling and getting puts, I was buying calls. So I had to figure out what I was doing wrong. And I knew I was a sniper trader instead of trying to figure out a long-term trader. So in July, I changed it around and started just grabbing the 10 cents here and 20 cents there. And I turned my account around, and now I'm green again. I'm losing 40,000.
Do you mind if I give a little bit of additional context to this?
Yes, go ahead.
So, and then you got to correct me if I'm wrong about any of it. Okay.
Yep.
You came into True Trading Group. You were down $40,000 when you came into True.
I was down about $8,000 when I came into True Trading Group.
Okay, down $8,000 when you came into True Trading Group, and then what happened?
And then I lost about $40,000 in the last year.
Okay.
Until end of July.
And essentially, what were you doing that was, I guess, not really?
I did not have no stop loss. I played FOMO.
Got it. So you were in True Trading Group, but you were buying into FOMO. You weren't using a stop loss, things like that, and ultimately you continued to lose money. And then what changed for you?
I was down to my last $3,000.
Okay, but
I knew I had to change it around, so I started just taking the little money. I was always waiting for that home run. I was trying to get that $3,000-$4,000 win instead of that $100 or $50. That's what changed it.
So really,
it's changed my whole style.
So really, it was a matter of style, right? So like,
yes.
So people come in here and they think like, okay, now that I'm a part of True Trading Group, I'm going to get this day one. I'm going to undo all of the bad habits that I have, and everything's going to be perfect from this moment on. And unfortunately, that's not true. And some people have to go through this and really learn. And ultimately, you were able to hit a point where you were like, you know what, I'm here. You know, I need to make the most out of it. You invested money into True Trading Group because you bought a lifetime membership.
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier today, and you're like, yo, if I didn't buy a lifetime membership, I probably maybe would not have renewed because you got to a pretty low spot, you know, like where you wanted to quit. At least that's.
Yeah, I was ready to quit. Like, I had a one-on-one with Mike in May. And I didn't even want to tell him I was down so much because I was just ready to quit.
So you got down to your last $3,000, and at this point, you're kind of doing your own thing inside a True Trading Group. You didn't really, you know, you're not really reaching out for help at that point. You get down to your last $3,000 and decide, I need to give this a real go.
Yes.
And when was that?
July 23rd.
Of this year.
Almost 1 year into my membership.
So let me get this straight. You spent a year inside of True Trading Group, kind of still with the bad habits, doing your own thing. You got beat down, unfortunately.
Yes.
And then you decided, I'm going to try this their way. I'm going to go back through the courses. I'm going to follow stop losses. I'm not going to chase FOMO. And correct me if I'm wrong, you made back not only the 40 you lost, but are now green.
I'm green $4,000 for the year so far.
Right. That's including getting all of your loss back.
Yeah, in the last month and a half.
Woo! I just want to point something out. That is not a coincidence. The moment that this person decided to try it a different way and to do, you know, and to set stop losses and to participate and to try it somebody else's way, all of the hurt stopped and started to get better. That is important.
I had to be myself. I couldn't be Mike. I couldn't be that kind of trader. Or I couldn't be one of the other mods. I had to find my road to go down. And I don't even, like, Mike and everybody alerts all day. I don't even pay attention to it. I'm in my zone. I do my thing.
That's so awesome.
For me.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's the goal, right? Is to find your own trading style. That's the goal. You know, look, we always say when you're a trader, you're the ultimate entrepreneur. Well, if all you do is follow alerts and you don't learn how to do any of this on your own, you're not the ultimate entrepreneur. You just have a job. And we're your boss.
Yeah, I can fish now. Right.
And that's what True Trading Group does. True Trading Group empowers you so that you know how to fish. And look, you know, I give you a lot of credit. A lot of people would have quit. A lot of people would have quit. A lot of people would have thrown in the towel. You know, it's pretty spectacular.
It was a tough road. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people are still down that road. But it can be turned around. You just have to find your way.
Yep. And guys, that's what we do inside a True Trading Group. You hear Mike talk about it all the time here. It's all about finding your trader identity. What style works for you, right? Yes, we have alerts. Are the alerts, you know, do they have a strong win rate over the last two and a half years? Of course, yeah, about an 80% cumulative win rate from all traders in True Trading Group over the last 2 years or so. But you're going to hit a point, right? You're going to hit a point where you're going to want to find your own stuff, where you're going to want to be your own trader. And like Jason Simmons, we call him the professor. He's one of the traders inside True Trading Group. Like he always says, what do bosses do? They turn their friends and family into bosses themselves. And that's what we do inside a True Trading Group. And Jennifer is a living, breathing example of that.
Thank you.
So I just, you know, I thought it was important that people hear that, like, hey, you know what? You can come in here and not, you know, it's not going to be this overnight process, you know, for everyone. But if you stick with it, it is not only possible, but it can literally change. I mean, I don't want to oversell it, but it can literally.
It's true. It can change your life.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's absolutely incredible. And look, you told me earlier, you were like, "Oh, thank you, for True Trading." Look, you did all the work. We provide the platform, but if you don't do the work, then all it is a platform.
Exactly, but the courses really did help. And everybody should go through the courses before they even start trading with real cash.
That's incredible. Awesome. Jennifer, I really appreciate you sharing that. Is there anything else you want to let people know or tell people, or?
Just keep going. It's not the end. And if you can't get it right, join the group. Last year I paid over $1,300 for it. It's only $1,150 right
now. It's true.
It's true. Let me ask you this.
It's well worth the money.
Oh, you're awesome, dude. Let me ask you. Are you a full-time trader right now?
Yes.
There we go.
What? Yes, Jennifer. Oh, I'm so happy I'm so damn proud of her.
At least 5 or 6 every day. And sometimes till 10:30, like the last couple nights in SDR. It's been 10:30, 11 o'clock. Because I'm still learning. That's the great part. I'm still learning.
I love this.
Man, this is awesome. It's real nice. It's real nice to feel like, that, look, like I said, you did the work, right? That, I think what kind of sets us apart also is that, we're not like, Mike, Mike did, this is all because of Mike's mentorship. It's not just because of Mike's mentorship. We're a group. Mike's an awesome salesperson and a great face and a hell of a trader. But we are a group. We are a family inside a True Trading Group. How much help have you gotten from other mods and other members?
I get help from everybody. And it's really the STR has been just mind-boggling how much I learned through there. Just from other traders that don't even have as much experience or more experience than me. Like a couple days ago, I learned more stuff. And I used it the next day. And that's great.
Did you ever think that this would be something possible?
Not 6 months ago. I knew it was possible. I just had to work at it. But 6 months ago, I was ready to quit and walk away from it.
Incredible. I mean, I know that there's so many people that can relate to that. Especially now with the way the market is. I mean, people really, got excited in August, especially with all the meme stock stuff. And, and then it kind of felt like the rug got pulled a little bit towards the end of August. And so I think a lot of people needed to hear this, that like, if you're going through hell, keep walking.
Uh-huh.
That if you put in the effort, you can get to the other side of it.
Yeah, you just got to put in the effort. And I love how the market's running right now because there's so much opportunity.
See, you say, I feel like people don't believe us. Like when we say that, like, I feel like people think that like, that's just part of like, our script or whatever, but like there really is. Like, it's absolutely crazy.
It is. It's wild how much. I just follow one thing. It's not like I'm all over the place, but there's just so much opportunity to make money. And there'll be more opportunity the rest of the year and next year and every day.
Yeah. Right now is something special, though. I mean, Mike and I have been doing this for a while, and I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, it's wild. That's for sure.
So, anyways, look, Jennifer, I appreciate you so much, man, for coming on here and sharing it. And I know you told me earlier that you felt like you didn't get to say everything you wanted to say last night. Is there anything else you want to say that maybe?
No, I'm pretty good.
Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you, Mike.
And you got an open invitation anytime you want to come back on and talk with us or any, and the number I called you from is my personal cell. So you send me a text
I won't give it out. I promise.
Please don't. But anything you need, you reach out. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome, Jennifer. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
That's incredible.
The best part of that story, right, is when she said, I did it my own way after I signed up.
Yeah.
I gave it a go their way for 40 days, and I made it all back and then some.
Yep.
That is not a coincidence.
It's so impressive. You know, it's funny. You know, one of the things that I took away from her, you know, was, I had no stop losses. I didn't, no risk management. She was just, it sounded like she was just swinging for the fences, you know? And then all of a sudden it was, then I started to really get my risk under control. And now all of a sudden here you are, making back all of your making back a year worth of losses in 1 month, you know? And I keep trying to explain to people, I know I come on these live streams day after day, night after night, and I keep telling people how important these aspects of trading are. And it seems like people they don't believe me until they actually experience it for themselves. And, you know, to have someone like Jennifer come on and tell you straight from her own experiences, guys, you guys got to start looking at things like, if you got to look at where you are right now in your own trading. We got to welcome Ashok. Ashok, welcome to the TTG family. That means there's 16 laptops left, guys. So Ashok, welcome. Glad to have you part of the group. You can all, again, go to ttgoffer.com right now. You can enter the code TTG121. You get a 48% discount. You get yourself a brand new free laptop. You don't have to recover the shipping costs. You don't have to enter your address. You're going to welcome email with instructions how to claim that free laptop. And you guys have the double your money back guarantee. Don't forget that. I don't think you're going to need it, but it's there for peace of mind. If you don't make the $1,150 back at least once, we're going to give you back $2,300. That's how confident we are in our platform's ability. If you follow this platform, if you go through the courses, if you pass the quizzes, if you attend one study group session, that's it. We do study groups literally every day. Every week, there are study group sessions and workshops going on in True Trading Group. I'm asking you to attend one of them. If you don't make that $1,150 back at least once, I'm going to give you double your money. So, but going back to what I was talking about there with Jennifer for a second. Oh, and guys, also don't forget about, if you have any questions or if you're having a hard time signing up, text 786-505-4049. Okay, the phone number is right at the bottom of your screen if you guys have any questions about the membership.
I gotta tell you, it's actually like, it's actually just absolutely mind-blowing. The fact that you and I were able to create something that even has a fraction of what of the impact that it has on people. I mean, seriously.
Yeah, it's true.
I know that that's always the goal, right? And that's what we strive for. But like, even her talking, I'm like, there's still that like part of me is like a human being where I'm like, you sure you're talking about the right platform? Like, you know, like it's absolutely insane, man. It's like this crazy humbling experience, and it's surreal.
And I got to be honest, what it really does come down to is, I just think that the general public has the wrong perception of what it means to be involved in the stock market and how trading works. And it's the false perception because of, people's, bunch of, scammers out there that will try to take advantage of people's desire for instant gratification and to make people think that it's like a get rich quick scheme. And they just have this complete wrong perception on how to actually do this in the market. And once you learn from a professional angle, because that's what this is, like, you're going to learn the same way and the same processes that I learned that I worked at the hedge fund. So you're not getting, some college kid who in their mother's basement, figured out some claims to figure out some special equation. You guys are going to learn the proper way to do this from a professional standpoint. And once you learn something the proper way, It's incredible the impact that an education has. And if you follow those processes, it greatly increases your chances of success. Like Jennifer said to you, in a year of losses, it wiped away in just 30 days, which is absolutely incredible. Amy, welcome to the TTG family. Amy, welcome. There's now just 15 laptops remaining. You guys can go to ttgoffer.com. If you see a laptop inside of your checkout cart, that is how you know that you will be getting one of those 15 laptops. So again, guys, welcome to the TTG family. Amy, the newest member of the group.
Oh, wow. This is really good. 2% says, Mike and Adam, you do something not seen. You look to get people to believe in themselves and work for what they want.
Yeah, man. Yep. You know, that's just, I think that people don't realize that it does not take some kind of Ivy League education, Wall Street experience, or some super high IQ in order to be able to make money in the markets. All it takes is for you to be able to actually learn properly. And learning properly does not involve going on Reddit and going on Twitter. That's not learning properly. If you're willing to put forth a little bit of effort and realize that you are going to be learning a skill, just like any other skill in life that's worth learning, it's going to take you guys some effort to actually learn and acquire the skill. It's not going to happen in 7 days. You're not just going to randomly I'm going to join True Trading Group, I'm going to become a millionaire in 30 days. But it's amazing what an actual education can do. And I think that's, I realize, more so than anybody, I think, the positive impact that this could have on somebody's life, because, I look at where I am today in my own life, and I don't know where I would be if I never had and never acquired the skill sets and never had the experiences that I had in my life and in my journey of being a trader. I don't think not that I don't think, I know I wouldn't be where I am today if that wasn't the case. So I'm living proof of what this can do for someone and for someone's family. And that is a very powerful thing that not a lot of people think is possible. They think, oh, this is out of reach for me. And it's not. And day by day, week by week, when we have members on here, we continue to disprove that fallacy that all it takes is some effort, access to the right tools, access to the right education, and access to a group that actually gives a damn whether you succeed or fail. And that increases your chances of success in reaching financial goals that you never thought were possible. So It really is humbling to know that we've created something like that and it's having such a positive impact on people's lives. And there's nothing that makes me happier.
Yeah, no, it's just, everyone that's it's just, I think about it, man, and that we'll move on from it at this, because I want to do the stop loss lesson and everything else.
Right.
But you think about, I think about, I grew up dirt poor, and, I think about, like, what if my dad would have, for those that don't know, I grew up dirt poor. I wasn't, it is what it is. But what if my dad knew how to do something like this? Would it have been different? Would it have mattered as much?
Good point.
It really makes you think, instead of, beating down doors to try and get sales. What if you knew how to, like, pull yourself out of the crap?
Yeah.
And look, I love my dad. He always made it work, always. But it's just one of those things, where it's like you see people in here, and you see people like Jennifer and other people too, Smoke, Chris OG. I mean, I could sit here and list off TTG members that, tons of them, what they've been able to accomplish, you know.
Right.
You know, it's just one of those things, man. You know, it's like, you know, everyone, you know, and look, everyone everyone on here, I'm gonna give you guys some real stuff for a second, and then I'm gonna pop off. If you're worried about an upcoming recession, if you're worried about your financial stability, if you hate where you're at professionally, if you're struggling where you're at professionally, yeah, do I want you to sign up for True Trading Group? Absolutely. But at the same time, human to human, I don't care where you do it as long as you pull yourself up and do it. Hopefully you do it here. If you don't, just figure out a way to get it done. Because you don't have to stay stuck.
Amen.
And you don't have to stay in fear of a recession or anything. None of that.
Traders don't really care whether we have a recession or not, because, like I said, whether stocks go up or down, there's ways to make money. You know, stocks have gone down this year. They've gone down a lot, but yet members are having their best years that they've ever had. You know, as long as the stock market's open, which it always will be, there's going to be opportunities for us. You want to talk about a recession resilient, you know.
I also believe that the meme stock stuff has kind of faded. I think that a lot of people got really burned. I think this last run in August where AMC kind of failed to get above $25 and then crashed, and you know, and the whole thing with like Ape, and like, I think that took the wind out of a lot of people's sails, man. And these are good people. These are people that, you know, that community really fought and stood and stands for something. And I do believe that regardless of the price of one stock, I think that community made a huge difference. Huge. And I think that they should be extremely proud of themselves. But, you know, no doubt that stung, and it, you know, took the wind out of some people's sails, man. And I think that people understand now more than ever that it's not necessarily, you know, about, you know, I think people realize there's more to it than this. You lose a bunch of money, you get your teeth kicked in enough times, you know, you know, you realize that something's got to change.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I really, you know, I think that I you know, I think that Ape community and everything, I think you guys did a hell of a job, man. You guys hit them where it hurt, and you let them know that you're not just going to stand on the corner picketing with signs, and that you're not going away, and you're not going away anytime soon. And I really think that, you know, I think it's way bigger than one ticker. You know, I that's just me. You know, I think it's way bigger than just AMC. And now the hedge funds and all these other big organizations, they know that they can get, it's like a chink in the armor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They know that they could get poked now. They
know
that
they know they can bleed.
They know they can bleed. You know, before it was laughed at. You guys are all dumb money, you know, peasants and whatever. And now they know they can, you know, you can make them bleed. And I think that, you know, and just so we don't get this video taken down, I mean, metaphorically bleed, not bleed in real life. We're not condoning violence. But yeah, I think that I hope that every single member of that community, I hope, has a story like Jennifer, where you lost some money, you got beat down a bit, but you were able to pull yourself out of it, and now you're educated, you know what you're doing, and you could come back, and you could, you know, you already punched them with a right, now you could come back and you could drop kick them, you know, because you're still standing. That's what matters. So, you know, that's it, man. Anyways, teach these people how to trade properly. I'm gonna go backstage again.
All right. We got to welcome John. John is the newest member of the group. There is now just 14 of those laptops remaining, folks. So again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. That will get you the 48% discount. Remember, tonight's the last night for the 1150 price point. Then it's going to go to 1175. Then it's going to go to 1200. Then it will be at 1350 on Monday at midnight. So save yourself the $200. You guys can grab it right now for $11.50 with a free laptop, but there are only 14 of them remaining. When you go to ttgoffer.com, if you see a laptop inside of your checkout cart, folks, that's how you know that you're going to get one of those free laptops. All right, that's how you know you're going to get one of those free laptops. So head on over to ttgoffer.com right now. Open up a new browser. I wouldn't even wait for me to finish talking, guys, because we're probably going to sell out of those laptops like we did last night. All right. If you have any questions about the membership or you're having a hard time signing up, send a text message to 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. That phone number is right there at the bottom of your screen. All right, folks, let's head on over now to the lesson of the day. The lesson of the day that I'm going to have here, guys, for you is going to be about discipline, patience, and proper stop loss placement. Now, where I made my money today wasn't a monster home run, crazy, oh my goodness, I can't believe how much money I just made kind of day, but a solid green day today, thanks to this Pinduoduo trade. And again, patience, discipline, proper stop loss placement. That's what we're going to talk about here today, because without really me getting too much into the technical lessons of the setup itself on Pinduoduo, we're going to focus on why I set my stop loss in the area that I did, because what a lot of people need to realize about how to set your stop losses in the right place, your stop loss needs to go where it belongs according to the chart. Then you will figure out how much position size do you need to buy so that from your entry to where the stop loss needs to be, you will be within your risk tolerance. People that don't understand stop losses will sometimes just arbitrarily and randomly pick a percentage. They might say, okay, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to enter this trade, and I'm going to set my stop loss at 4%. That makes no sense whatsoever. That 4% number that you're picking is a completely random, made up, fake, arbitrary number that you just picked out of thin air that has no relevance whatsoever to the price action of the stock that you are trading. Sometimes 4% could be way too big of a stop loss. Sometimes 4% could be way too small of a stop loss, depending on the stock it is that you're trading. So you set your stop loss where it needs to be according to the chart. That is what I want you guys to all understand, okay, about stop loss placement. Now let's talk about where the stop losses actually have to go, because we identified very early today that these Chinese internet stocks were very, very strong today. They were the strongest stocks that were out there in the relative strength off the charts today. These stocks have been relatively strong for the entire last week. These stocks have done nothing but just go straight up over the last week, while the overall markets have just gone straight down. Look at the difference. This is the SPY, straight down, right? Then look at Pinduoduo, straight up. Complete opposite price action, as there's individual catalysts amongst the internet, the Chinese internet names, with the regulation about auditing and the accounting standards for the Chinese listed companies. And maybe these companies don't have to be delisted, and there's an agreement that's going to go through in Washington. And that's where the strength has come from on these Chinese names. Okay, these stocks have been beaten down brutally because there was the fear that they were going to have to delist because of accounting standards. Then you had earnings come out. Pinduoduo had earnings 2 days ago on Monday, and the earnings were fantastic. Huge gap up day for Pinduoduo. You had a consolidation day yesterday, then you gap it up today, and then you had another real strong day today for Pinduoduo. So I was looking at this stock for the long today, and my entry for the trade initially okay, was going to be right here. This was the pullback entry that I was looking for. And you can see in the morning, I didn't quite get the pullback. I was sitting right here to try to get long. I never quite got the pullback. And then all of a sudden, bang, I get my pullback into my buy zone. So I step in right there and I get long the stock right there on that candle. Right there was my entry long. We got to welcome Toddy. Toddy, welcome to the TTG family. Folks, that means now there are only 13 laptops remaining. There's 13 of them left. Toddy, welcome. Guys, go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. That is how you'll be able to get the 48% discount and the free laptop and the double your money back guarantee. Don't sleep on it. Grab it now before the price goes up at midnight. Now, if we can we actually switch full screen, guys, on the charts? So yeah, there we go. I just want to make sure everybody can see this. So that was my entry zone. Now, why is that my entry zone? Okay. What you will learn as a member of True Trading Group, okay, is that when you have a high volume break through the initial morning high, okay, there's your initial morning high. When you have a high volume break through the initial morning high, as you had right here, you can see a nice little increase in volume here as you broke through that level. The chances of that previous high becoming support greatly increases. Now, at the time, the overall markets were not really, were not strong. I did not think that we were going to get all the way down to 395 today when the markets initially opened up. I thought maybe we'd have a little bit of a bounce today. We didn't quite get that bounce, but I'm looking to be long a strong stock as I was looking for the market to try to make a move higher. That move that I was looking for higher never really formed in the overall market, but I got my pullback in Pinduoduo and I stepped in and I got long right here in front of the initial morning high. Now, this is where proper stop loss placement comes into play, because when I had entered this trade, this is my support level. So let's say 69.25, 69.50, that is my support zone. Support areas, support levels are not one price. Support levels is a zone. And depending on the individual stock, the volatility of the individual stock will determine how wide that zone of support is. As a trader, you've got to be able to identify the support zone, and then your stop loss goes underneath the support zone. So I'm going to get rid of this line. Okay, you'll learn more about the technical analysis of why this level is a support zone. I don't want to get too much into why that's a support zone. You'll learn why that's a support zone as a member of True Trading Group. But let's get rid of the line and let's put a zone. Okay, let's put a zone. Here is my support zone. If you start thinking about support and resistance zones, well, then all of a sudden you are to be able to find your stop losses in the proper place a lot more often. So here's my support zone. Okay, so we drop down towards that support zone. I get long right in front of it. But if I know that this is my support zone, your stop loss, let's make this line in red, your stop loss cannot be inside of the support zone. If your stop loss is inside of the support zone, then that, my friends, is how you get stopped out if it is inside of the support zone. Once you identify your support zone on a stock, you must set your stop loss beneath it. Okay, you must set your stop loss beneath it. And right here, where I have this red line drawn now, let me extend out the support zone. Okay, that was my stop loss when I had initially entered this trade. So before we even look at, there's my entry, right? This is what the stock looked like. There was my entry. Here's my support zone. Here's my stop loss underneath the support zone. And again, you will learn, okay? You will learn why this is a support zone as a member of True Trading Group. Guys, there's some news out on NVIDIA. Everybody's asking me, why is there news out on NVIDIA? NVIDIA has just dropped, okay, significantly to the downside. The stock is getting pummeled right now. This is because the U.S. has just imposed new license requirements for future exports to China, okay? NVIDIA is reporting that the U.S. has just imposed new license requirements for exports to China. And that is why you are getting this move to the downside that you are seeing right now in NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is trading lower here, right in front of that July low. So you are about to make new 52-week lows on NVIDIA. Most likely in the coming days, I envision these semiconductors to trade to the downside further. And I think eventually you're going to get NVIDIA in the 120s, definitely the 130s, maybe the 120s in the next couple of weeks. And then that's going to be an area where I'm going to step in and I'm going to buy a boatload of NVIDIA in my long-term portfolio down around 120. So I am going to look for the 120 price area, just so you guys are all aware. I do own NVIDIA. I bought a ton of NVIDIA back there in 2020. I actually still have it circled. I sold out of some of my NVIDIA here in October, and I will be buying NVIDIA back, in a much bigger chunk if we can get down here towards that 120 support level. And that 120 support level takes you all the way back to 2020 and 2021 support. And that's going to be an area where I'm going to look to be a buyer of NVIDIA for my long-term portfolio. So I see a bunch of people were asking me about NVIDIA. I wanted to give you guys that breaking news update that is just coming across the wire now, thanks to our Benzinga news feed for that. That is a free tool that you get included with your membership. Let's go over now back to Pinduoduo to continue our lesson on stop loss placement. So if there is your support zone, there was my stop loss at the moment that I entered the trade. I need you to notice how my stop loss, this red line, is underneath the support zone. It's not inside the support zone. But that's what a lot of traders do. A lot of traders will set their stop loss inside of the support zone, and that's too tight of a stop loss. And then all of a sudden you get a pullback into the support zone, and then they get stopped out. But you're getting stopped out inside. Okay? Inside of the support zone. You don't want to get stopped out inside of a support zone where other people are buying, because that's what a support zone is. Right? So then you guys can see that support zone held. And my stop loss never gets triggered. The support zone holds, and the stock makes a nice little run right into the end of the day and pushes up, goes right up there towards the highs. And we just start bailing, selling, taking profits on our position going into the bell. But some other people, some other traders are stopping out in this instance because they are not understanding support zones and proper stop loss placement. They're not. Their stop losses are too tight. So that's a very, very, very good lesson here today on not just patience. Guys, I was in this trade all day. I bought the stock at 10:30 in the morning. I sold out of it right before the closing bell. That's a trade that, regardless of how busy you are at work, or if you're not at your computer, this is a trade that you guys could be making. We're not, we're not scalpers here in True Trading Group. We're not in and out within seconds, minutes. No, our day trades last several hours. Our swing trades last anywhere from 2 days to several days to a couple of weeks. And that's how so many people are able to capitalize on the, on the platform in True Trading Group, and are able to follow along with the moderators' trade alerts. And this is how I made my money today. And it required patience. It required discipline and sticking to my game plan. Again, the same characteristics. I don't care what type of style trader you are. You need patience. You need discipline. You need risk management in order to be consistently profitable. And that is something that will hold true till the end of time. So nice little trade there on Pinduoduo. Congratulations on my THG members that were able to capitalize on this trade with me here today. And take that lesson with you guys from stop loss placement. Remember, identify the support zone, put your stop loss underneath it, not inside of it. That's why so many traders get stopped out, and then the stock moves higher, and they're like, oh man, the market makers, they're so evil. They saw my stop loss. They purposely moved the entire market to the downside, stopped me out just so they can rip it higher, just so they can spit in my face. That's not what's happening. Your stop losses are just simply too tight. Okay? So nice little lesson there on proper stop loss placement. All right. So again, congratulations to the TTG fam that were able to have the proper stop loss and the patience, on Pinduoduo. All Okay, does anybody have any questions? Let's open things up. I'll do a quick little Q&A session. You guys can ask me questions, whatever's on your mind. If you guys have any questions about anything that I just discussed, if you have questions about something that I did not discuss, I will open things up. We'll do a quick little Q&A session. You guys don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. Asking questions is how you learn. So why don't you guys go ahead right now? Okay, go ahead right now and just fire away. Ask me questions, whatever's on your mind. Nice. Way to go, Scott. Scott got his free laptop today. Congrats, man. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Trade with it. Use it for work. Give it to your kid for school, whatever. Nice free laptop there just for you. Mike, can you explain the difference between stop on quote, stop limit on quote, and trailing stop losses? Yes, Bald Eagle, it would be my pleasure. So there are different ways. There are different types of stop loss orders. A stop on quote, that is a stop loss that once it is triggered, turns into a market sell order. So a stop on quote means you're going to set a price, $68.80. Once the stock trades at $68.80, not $68.81, once it trades at $68.80 and a trade is actually executed at $68.80, your stop on quote will immediately turn into a market sell order. A market sell order means it is just going to sell into the bid, whatever is the price on the bid at that moment, you are just going to sell at that price. That's a stop on quote. That is what I would recommend that people do use when you are setting hard stop losses. Stop limit orders, I do not recommend that people use stop limit orders because stop limit orders, once triggered, turn into limit sell orders, not market orders. The problem with that is if a stock is falling to the downside quickly, you may not actually get filled on your stop limit. So let's say you put a stop limit order, $68.80. The stock drops to $68.80. Once it goes through $68.80, you will then put a sell order at $68.80. But if the stock has already traded down to, let's say, $68.78, you're still in the stock and you're not going to get out until it goes back to $68.80. But if a stock is in a complete free fall, you can just sit at $68.80 and the stock can just keep going down further, $68.50, $68.20, $68, $67.50, and your order is still sitting at $68.80. I do not like when people use stop limit orders on a slow moving stock. Fine, it's not usually a big deal, but on a stock that's moving around quickly, or if a piece of news comes out, or if there's a big sell for whatever the reason, there is a possibility that you never actually sell the stock. That's why I don't recommend stop limit orders. Then you have trailing stop losses. Trailing stop losses is where your stop loss is not at a particular price. Rather, it is a distance from the current price of the stock. So as the stock moves higher, your stop loss will move higher with it. But as the stock moves down, your stop loss will not move down. So let's say if you set a 50-cent trailing stop, let's say the stock is at 69 cents and you set a 50-cent trailing stop. When the stock's at 69, your stop loss will be 68.50. Now, let's say the stock goes from 69 to 69.25. Your stop loss is going to move up from 68.50 to 68.75. But now if the stock goes from 69.25 back to 69, your stop loss is not going to move down. Your stop loss will only move up as the stock moves up, but will stay put if the stock moves down. And that way, as the stock moves up and then the stock starts to pull back and then moves back up again, your stop loss will move up with it so that your stop loss will move higher with the stock until the stock rolls over and then eventually stops you out. So that's a trailing stop loss. Okay, big differences between those three different stop loss orders. Great question, Bald Eagle. I'm glad you asked it. I hope that helps answer your question. We've got to welcome Levi. Levi is the newest member to the Teachy family, folks. That means we're down to just 12 of those laptops now. The price is going to go up at midnight tonight. I'm telling you, this is the last night for $11.50. Then it's going to $11.75, $1,200 on Labor Day at midnight. It will be $13.50. Save yourself the $200. You're also going to get a free laptop, but only if you're one of the next 12 people. How do you know you're one of the 12? If you go to ttgoffer.com and you see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. It's free. You don't have to pay for shipping. We will ship to you anywhere in the world. And you have the double your money back guarantee. I don't think you're going to need it because we've only had to refund 2.5% of our members. But if you don't make the $11.50 back at least once after going through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend the study group, I'm going to give you $2,300 in return. That's how confident we are in our platform's ability to help you guys reach your goals. And honestly, even at $13.50, because that's going to be the price after Labor Day, it's still 38% off. It's still a fantastic deal considering the tools you get access to would cost you around $5,000 a year if you went to all those companies on your own directly and paid for them yourself. All right, so Levi, welcome to the family. All right. How to best set up stop loss while trading options. Agnes, how to set proper stop losses while trading options. Good question. There are two different ways for you to set up a stop loss trading options. One is not right or wrong. It comes down to personal preference. So when you're trading options, you can either choose to set your stop loss based on the option price or set your stop loss based on the underlying stock's price. There's pros and cons of each, Agnes. If you set your stop loss based on the option price, okay, you set your stop loss based on the options price, then you are going to be able to control your risk definitively, but you may get stopped out even though the pattern is still intact because of time decay or IV crush, right? Time decay, implied volatility. These are different things that affect the price of an option that do not affect the price of an equity or a stock. If you guys don't understand what those things mean, don't worry. I promise you'll learn it as a member of True Trading Group in all of our option courses. You'll learn how to trade options in TTG. I promise you. Okay. The other way for you to set your stop loss is going to be based on the underlying stock. So let's say if you were to buy a call option and a stock's at $100 and you're going to say, I'm going to stop out if the stock gets to $68.50. Okay. I mean, at $98.50. That will allow you to stay in a trade as long as the setup is intact in the underlying stock, but you're not going to be able to control your risk as definitively, because if you get stopped out in 10 minutes or in 4 hours, you're going to lose a different amount of money because of time decay. Now, one little way for you to try to figure out where to set your stop loss, so you understand position size, if you're going to use based on the underlying stock, is to always know what's the delta value of the option that you're trading. The delta value is going to tell you how far an option is going to move based on a $1 move of the stock itself. So if you have a delta of 40, okay, if you have a delta of 40, then that means that if the stock moves $1, the option contract is going to move 40 cents. So if you were to buy, okay, a call option of a stock that's at 100, you say your stop loss is 98.50, that's $1.50 of stop loss. If you have a delta of 40, then that means you're going to have $1, 40 cents, 50 cents, 20 cents. So you're going to have your option contract is going to move absolute bare minimum 60 cents, but it's going to be more than that because that's just factoring in your delta. You have to factor in your time decay, your theta, okay, and your IV crush. So I like to tell people, if you're trying to figure out where to set your stop loss, use delta plus some. Give yourself a little bit more wiggle room. So if you're going to say, okay, well, just your delta is 60 cents, figure your stop loss is probably going to be around 75 cents in that area on the option. So if you bought the option, let's say at $5 a contract, you figure your stop loss is going to be somewhere around $4.25. Okay. And that's how you can properly position size yourself if you're going to trade based on if you're going to set your stop losses based on the underlying stock itself rather than the option price. Okay, so Agnes, I hope that helps answer your question. Next question. Guys, fire away. Don't be shy. This is an open Q&A session. There's no such thing as stupid questions. Remember, asking questions is how you guys all learn. Anybody else have any other
real quick though. So I don't know what the issue is on my end. My computer is kind of crapping out, and I've had to reset a couple times. I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to screw up the giveaway. So what we will do is I will actually postpone the giveaway till tomorrow night to tomorrow at 4 on the live stream. But what I will do is, because I'm postponing it, I will give away $2,000 tomorrow.
So 1,000 to 2 people or 2,000 to 1 person?
Oh, that's a good question. We'll give it to 2 people.
Yeah, give it to 2 people. Do 1,000 for 2 people.
1,000 for, yeah. So 2 people will get $1,000 each tomorrow. Now, anyone that registered today does not need to register again tomorrow. I will just reopen the form for everyone. Is this in TTG? How we sign up? Yes, this is. I guess he's asking if everything you covered is in TTG just now.
Yes, Doc, indeed it is. So yes,
How do you register?
Everything that I'm talking about right now is covered in grave detail inside the courses that are part of True Trading Group.
All right. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And what I will do though is this is pretty cool. I mean, let's keep this going. But let's do the code word real quick.
Sure.
Make sure I got the spelling of this one correct. This is going to be a compound word, but it's only going to count as one. Flux capacitor. Number 6 of 18 is the flux capacitor. And what does that make possible, Mike?
Time travel.
I'm actually so proud of you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome.
So, guys, this code word is for members only.
Oh, never mind. He's asking for the sign up.
This code word is for members only. This is for like the giveaways that we do. We give away cash, electronics, a bunch of fun stuff.
Yeah. So any member that's asking about like the giveaway or whatever, we will make sure that we will go ahead and fill everyone in tomorrow before the stream tomorrow. But we'll be giving away $2,000 on the stream tomorrow. That's not what this code word is for. This code word is for a giveaway that's going to take place like almost 20 days from today. So I wouldn't even worry about it. Just write, if you're a member, just write these code words down. All right. That is all. All right. Let me get... All
right, guys. Any other questions? Maybe I'll take one more. Take maybe one more question if anybody has one.
I saw a good one here. Hang on. Here's Joe. Joe says, here's a stupid question. I was buying NVIDIA all day and more so when I saw a drop thinking it was a good deal. If you're expecting it to drop to 120, better to sell now and re-enter lower? ?
I mean, listen. You got to do what, first of all, you got to do what you think is right for your own financial situation. I mean, I'm not going to tell you, what you should be doing with your money, but, if it was me, I wouldn't be selling it now just to try to buy it at 120. If you're buying NVIDIA in your long-term portfolio because you believe in this company's future in the long run, I wouldn't, me personally, if I bought the stock at 150, I'm not going to sell it at 145 and then buy it back at 125. If it's my long-term portfolio, I'm just going to look to say, okay, well, if I bought some today at 150, if the stock goes down to 120, I'm going to buy more because I believe that in 5 to 7 years, NVIDIA is going to be at 500. Now, if NVIDIA goes to $500, does it really matter if you bought the stock at 150 or 125? The answer is no, it doesn't. So rather than being so obsessed with trying to get the exact perfect bottom ticked price in your long-term portfolio, I just like to identify buying zones on stocks that I like. And if the stock reaches those prices, I buy it. And if it goes lower and it goes into my next zone, I'm going to buy more. And that's if I'm buying something in my long-term portfolio. That is not how I would trade. If I was trading NVIDIA, then yes, I would get out of it. All right. But if it's my long-term portfolio, I just look to say, okay, well, 145, that's an area where I want to buy some. 120, 125, that's another area where I want to buy some. And if we get down there, that's where I am going to be buying NVIDIA. If you go to a weekly chart, you want to talk about a massive support level, look at the 200-day moving average on the weekly chart of NVIDIA. Okay. You see the weekly chart on NVIDIA, this yellow line, that's your 200-day moving average. And guess where that lines up? Right at 120. Look at that support there at the 200-day moving average on the weekly chart. And it also lines up with the support level that you had back in 2020 and 2021, right? So that's why this area is an area where I will be buying NVIDIA in my long-term portfolio right at that yellow line. Okay, so that is going to be a buying zone for me on NVIDIA. Next question from DJ Precise. Does your trading platform work in Canada? We are restricted to some. Okay, DJ Precise, TTG's platform is not a brokerage platform. We are not actually executing trades. You don't actually execute trades on TTG's platform. Okay. You will use whatever broker you use. Interactive Brokers is what most of our Canadian members use. Some use Questrade. Interactive Brokers, though, is probably the most commonly used one amongst all of our Canadian members. TTG's platform is going to give you education, and it means of courses, workshops, webinars, and it's going to give you tools. Okay. It's not actually a brokerage platform where you execute trades. You will use your own brokerage platform to execute your trades. All right. All right, guys. I think that just about wraps up there. I think that wraps up our Q&A. Who's on the live stream right now that's new to True Trading Group? If you're not a member of TTG, if you're not a member, do me a favor and type the letters TTG in chat real quick. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, we have like 1,100 people on the live stream still. I just want to see who's on here that's not a member. All right, we got Papa Shoe, Wilson Freedy, Maines, Robert Russell, Morali, Hal, Mike, big Dallas fan, Ryan. Good, guys. All right, so we have a lot of non-TT members that are with me here on the live. Guys, listen, all of you that are not members of TTG, make sure that you all do understand, like I said, today's the last night for the 1150 price point. And if you guys want to get a free laptop, we got a few of them left. You got to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. As long as you see the laptop in the checkout cart like you do on your screen, that's how you know you're going to get one of our free ones. You don't have to enter your address to get it. You'll get a welcome email on how to claim that free laptop. You're also going to get with it, remember, access to the whole platform. Benzinga's real-time news feed, TradingView's premium charting software, Quote Media's full book level 2, options, unusual options activity, dark pool data, the trade idea scanner, our simulator analyst ratings, short interest, insider buying and selling. All of these things are included with your membership when you join TTG. And of course, access to the community of about 10,000 traders that are led by our team of full-time 8, myself plus 9 other full-time trading mods that sport a cumulative win rate of just around 80% for the last 2 years. Results matter at your trading group, guys, right? I asked you before, that's why our double your money back guarantee is based on your actual P&L. You guys just have to go to ttgoffer.com. I don't think you're going to need that double your money back guarantee, but it's there to protect you. It's there for peace of mind. All right. So you're going to get access to all of our tools, all of our resources, all of our courses. There's no upsells for that stuff. It's all included when you guys join True Trading Group. The price is $11.50 here this evening. The price is going to go up at midnight. Labor Day will not be cheaper. The price after midnight on Labor Day will be $13.50. Save yourself the $200. If anybody has questions about the membership, remember 786-505-4049. The phone number will pop up here right on the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. There it is. Folks, that concludes the educational part of our live stream. So if you are not interested in a membership to True Trading Group whatsoever, you can sign off of the live stream now. Subscribe to the channel before you do. Smash that like button. I always do these live 6 days a week. Make sure you never miss out on any of them. For those of you that are interested, let me actually show you the TTG platform itself. This way you'll see exactly what you're going to get access to when you join us, what you get for just the $11.50, because it includes everything on our platform. There's no upsells for courses or tools. Of course, you get our chat room where the mods and I, we share our screen with you. We're live on the mic. We're calling out our trades in real time. We're with you from 7:30 a.m. Eastern until the market closes all day, every day. You get the mobile app that lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio analysis, get real-time push notifications when moderators enter and exit trades. That's how so many of our members are able to capitalize on the platform while still working full-time jobs. You're going to get all the trade alerts from the entire team of the professional mods at True Trading Group. Again, we've been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% for the last 2 years. You're going to get access to all of that in real time without delay. You're also going to get 2 small private study group sessions with one of our head traders. This way you can ask questions, go over topics you're unsure about. This way we can speed up your learning curve. You're also going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live breaking up to the second news alerts right inside of our chat. This would cost you over $1,000 a year if you went to Benzinga directly. Don't do that. We spent years building relationships with these companies, so you don't have to pay for their products. You're also going to get TradingView's premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. It's free with your membership. The trade idea scanner is another few $100 a year. That's free with your membership. That'll make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Our simulator from ETNA lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. That's just under $1,000 a year if you went to ETNA directly. It's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. Our own proprietary scanner that lets you create your own customized scans. It's very similar to FinViz Elite, which is another few $100 a year. This is free with your membership. Dark pool data, unusual options activity, stuff that used to only be available to professionals. Now it's at the fingertips of TTG members. That's how we level the playing field. That's how we educate and empower the TTG members and the retail trader. A full trading journal that's going to track all your trades and give you details and statistics on what you're doing, so you guys could know where you need to make improvements. Social sentiment screener that will go through Reddit, Sock, Twits, and Twitter and tell you which Sigma symbols are being mentioned most, so you can help stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you can see exactly how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. Every day, we publish a watch list with a game plan on the stocks we're looking at and how we plan on trading them. And then you have all of our courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. You're going to get access to every single one of them. There are no VIP courses that cost more money after you subscribe. There's no upsells for courses. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got it. It's all in text and video, whatever's easy for you guys to learn. And then on top of the courses, there's a video library that's got around 300 hours of educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we've conducted live with members, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, how to build a long-term portfolio, just to name a few. And then you can actually attend all these live when you guys become full-time members. It's time you invested in something real. Time you got access to a platform that can actually improve and increase your chances of success. Listen, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you joined TTG, but I can guarantee you that if you don't make the 1150 back at least once after going through our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending a study group, I'm going to give you $2,300 back in return. That's how confident I am in this platform. That's how much I believe that with a little bit of effort from you, that this can work. Based on what our members say, what the reviews that they leave, we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,700 reviews. Based on our retention rate of 78% of members that renew their membership, and the fact that we have only had to give a refund to 2.5% of our members since 2016. Again, folks, I can very confidently say that this has worked for thousands of people, just like Jennifer, who you heard from earlier. And with a little effort, I think it can work from you as well. But the ball's in your court. The choice is up to you. These are unprecedented times. If you're not where you want to be with the markets and the results that you're seeing, you got to ask yourself, how are you going to change that? You're going to keep just going on Reddit? You're going to keep just watching YouTube videos? You're going to keep just going on Twitter? Or you're going to actually get yourself a real education, have access to real tools that can improve your chances of success? Just go to ttgoffer.com. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you know that you are going to be getting one. All right, we have 12 of them remaining. Okay, so as long as you see a laptop, we got 12 of them left. That's how you know you're going to get one. You don't have to enter your address. Like I said, you'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim it. Just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. You'll be good to go. If you have questions about this membership or you're having a hard time signing up for whatever reason, don't hesitate. Send a text message to 786-505-4049. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. You guys are the best. I love you all. I hope this live stream was helpful. You guys got a nice little lesson there on stop loss placement and risk management and patience and discipline. That was the name of the game today on why we were able to make money thanks to that pin duo trade. So I hope that this lesson was helpful and can help you guys become better traders as early as tomorrow. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications.